This is your home for the Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.
Alford is going to hand it off to Cody Buck up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone.
Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. 48 years of Hayden tradition and excellence. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com.
Bergen going to set up Padgett nicely. Gar with his third rebound, kicks it to Talon Torres. Now Ryder and I going to try a mid-range jump shot, and that's good. Bailey Smith open it in the corner for three, up and in. Bergen goal from the four. He'll swing it out right side, looking for the corner, the end zone, and he will make it. Another Bulldog touchdown.
It's time for the Bulldogs on your home for Baldwin High School Athletics. Baldwin Sports Live.
The Baldwin High School.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Liston Stadium in Baldwin City, Kansas, for the final week of the high school football regular season as the Baldwin Bulldogs take on the visiting Osawatomie Trojans here on senior night. Baldwin comes in at 4-3 after beating Bishop Ward 37-21 last week, and the Trojans come in at 0-7, and they lost 72-0 at Wellsville last week. Ryan Hilmer here alongside Jackson Blakely as we welcome you into the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. The Bulldogs have already clinched second place in the district, which means they will get a home playoff game next week for the first time since the 2020 season. And tonight they'll be looking to get their fifth win for the first time since 2017 when they had 6 wins. Osawatomie, on the other hand, is coming off a season in which they did not have a varsity team. They only fielded a JV and C team. They have lost 32 straight games going back to the 2021 season. Their last win was actually versus Baldwin in 2021 when they beat us 30-14. This year they are 0-7 so far. They have 0 seniors on the team, but it's good to see them back out under the Friday night lights once again. Coming up next, we'll set up this matchup and preview both teams, but first I'd like to remind you, as always, the Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Shad and Penny Sheldon are your Baldwin City area brokers, and they'd like you to check out the Clinton Lake Escape, a 14-acre property near Clinton Lake. It features a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home with rustic charm, a fireplace, and an unfinished walkout basement. Enjoy a mix of open space and wooded seclusion with abundant wildlife. It's close to Lawrence, Topeka, and Kansas City. Your serene country retreat awaits. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. We'll take a quick break, and we will come back with more on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show after these messages.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft. ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back here to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. It's brought to you by Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business, money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For over 130 years now, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. All right, so Baldwin coming off of a 37-21 win last week against Bishop Ward. It was a game that was cut short. There was just about 9 minutes left in that game when there was lightning in the area. And so weather kind of shortened that game up. But Baldwin had the most total yards they have had all year. They had 493 total yards, so they moved the football quite a bit last week. They had 5 touchdown drives, and that included a 1-play touchdown drive to open the game on a big pass play, and then 2 4-play touchdown drives. So they showed some big playability and some quick strike ability last week. Alford wasn't perfect, but he hit on a 77 and a 68-yard touchdown. Alford did also lose 1 fumble, and we did have 2 turnover on downs and 2 punts, so it wasn't perfect, but like I said, 493 yards, 5 touchdown drives. You're not really going to complain too much about that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, Baldwin ended up getting 17 first downs over the game. They were only 3 of 9 on 3rd downs and 1 of 3 on 4th downs, so they'll try to clean that up a little bit here tonight. Like I mentioned, Alford, he was 6 of 14, so not super efficient, but he had the 206 yards, 2 touchdowns, didn't throw an interception, but lost a fumble. He also rushed for 50 yards on 9 carries, and he ran in 2 touchdowns, so 4 total touchdowns for Bryce Alford last week. Creighton Frost had a season-high 23 carries. He ran for 135 yards. Landry Quick had 6 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. And then a 68-yard touchdown catch from Wrigley Hamrick, a 77-yard touchdown catch from Jackson Rue. Those 2 were very vital on the outside. Flip it over defensively. Brendan O'Connor led the team with 6 tackles. Dylan Van Horn had a very nice game. He had 5 tackles with Carson Shannon being out. Van Horn saw some more time last week. And then Wrigley Hammock, who we talked about, had a long touchdown reception. Also got it done on the defensive end. He had an interception. And his brother Casey had 5 tackles as well. So the Hamrick brothers are doing some good work defensively so far this year. Bishop Ward, they hit some big pass plays, though, so those Hamrick brothers and everybody in the secondary got to clean it up just a little bit. They didn't really consistently move the ball, but like I said, they did have some big plays, and they had a 2-play touchdown drive on their first possession that answered the 1-play touchdown drive from Baldwin. The Dogs did force 2 turnovers, 3 punts, and 3 turnover on downs, though, so a pretty good performance overall. Ward had 10 first downs on the game. They went 3 of 9 on 3rd down and 0 of 3 on 4th down. So a good performance from Baldwin last week, and they'll be looking to carry that over into tonight, as it is senior night and it is very rainy, wet. It's going to be a sloppy kind of football game out there, but we're looking forward to it. In terms of Osawatomie, like I mentioned in the open, they did not have a varsity season last year, and they're starting out 0-7 so far this year. They lost 72-0 at Wellsville last week. They are a program that is in a bit of a rebuilding phase right now. They're averaging just 5 points per game. They're giving up 52 points per game. If you leave out last season, they have lost 32 straight games. That goes all the way back to 2021, and that is when they beat Baldwin. That's their last win, and that game was 30-14 was the final score. Another note is they have a negative 21 turnover margin, so that's something Baldwin's going to have to take advantage of here tonight and try to force some turnovers and get some free possessions when they're on defense. They've been doing a good job at it, like we talked about last week. They got a junior quarterback in Dodge Browning. They have another player, a junior. He's the running back, Ben Fields. He's also their leader on defense. Those will be a couple of guys to keep an eye on. Cashton Palmer is a sophomore wide receiver. Blaine Flanagan, a junior tight end. So they do have some nice pieces to play with, Osawatomie, but obviously, like I said, a bit of a rebuilding program right now in terms of this season, or series history, I should say, going back to 1985. Baldwin leads at 17-8, and they have won 3 straight and 10 of the last 11. That one win for Osawatomie, like I mentioned, was in 2021. So we'll see what happens here tonight. As like I mentioned, Baldwin already have clinched second place in the district, so that means they will get a home playoff game next week. They are likely looking at the number 6 or number 7 seed. It's going to depend on some results tonight, but Girard is the other team that is going to be the 6 or the 7 seed. Again, it's going to kind of depend on results and scores tonight. A lot of it's going to come down to tiebreakers and point differentials, so keep an eye on that. Their opponents they're likely looking at is either Holton or Neodesha, who is a down south team, and they're looking at either one of those in round number 1. But again, a lot of games to play tonight and a lot of things still to shake out. In fact, I'll just pop up those standings. I actually have them right here. You can see that Neodesha, Baldwin basically is going to play one of the third place finishing teams, and they play Columbus, which in my eyes, they're playing a 1-6 team. They should win that game. And if Parsons loses tonight, actually Parsons is playing Columbus. If they lose that game, that could throw some wrenches in things. But Neodesha plays Frontenac, which they are kind of a wagon this year, so they're not expected to win that game. We'll see what happens. And then you see Iola actually is playing for their season tonight. They are playing Prairie View, and if they can pull out a win, they'll be in the playoffs. If not, they will finish 5th in their district, and they'll be out of the playoffs. That's the top half, and this is the bottom half of the districts. As you can see, Baldwin right there. Even if they lose tonight, they'll finish 2-2, same as Wellsville, and they hold that tiebreaker, which is the head-to-head win over Wellsville. So they are going to finish second. Wellsville's probably going to be a higher seed to where Baldwin's not going to face them in the first round, so that is a plus. But you can see Holton down there in District 4. They will most likely be Baldwin's opponent, but again, a lot of things to shake out tonight, so we will see what happens as we'll take a quick break here on the pregame show, and we'll come back with more on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome back here. The pregame show was brought to you by Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you're going to get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go and see Baldwin State Bank. Over 130 years now, they've helped serve our communities. Go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. Time now for our area matchups. Got a lot of games going on here as we round out the regular season. Lewisburg is at Spring Hill, Paola at Eudora, Tonganoxie at Ottawa. Those are all games you can find on our sister networks across the Varsity Sports Live networks. Holton is at Leavenworth. I told you Holton might be the one of the opponents next week for Baldwin, so we'll keep an eye on that. Columbus is at Parsons. Frontenac is at Neodesha, like we talked about earlier. Burlington is at Wellsville, who has already finished up their district play. And Santa Fe Trail is at Bishop Ward tonight.
Osawatomie is receiving the ball first.
All right, looking forward to it. So I get us set here. Adjust the scoreboard a little bit. Should be a fun night here. I mean, pretty rainy night as we have chronicled. It's
misty.
Not going to be the.
I don't know if I'd call it rainy.
Yeah.
I'd call it misty.
Misty, maybe. That's true. Baldwin celebrating senior night. They have 14 seniors on the team. Ethan Williams, Casey Hamrick, Carson Shannon, Jackson Rude, Ian Bryan, Braden Hirschman, Homer Rice, Brendan O'Connor, Ridge Kellerman, Tucker Bradley, Hunter Barnhart, Hunter Jatala, and Jake Stavanis, and rounding out Colton Collum, the 14 seniors.
Time for the kickoff. Kicking off for Baldwin is number 40, Homer Rice.
So on the opening kickoff there, sorry, we were talking to Mr. Valentine up here, the Baldwin AD, getting us all set. We tried to connect to the huddle camera here, but didn't work out, so we're going old school with Jackson on the controls. But I was kind of looking down, Jackson. What happened there?
Homer kicked it off, and trouble with the kick. Osawatomie, I wasn't able to see who it was, dropped it, kicked in front of about 15 yards, but they just jumped on it before the kick coverage team could fall on it for Baldwin. So Osawatomie's going to start with the ball at the 31-yard line to start the game.
So here we go. Baldwin's defense was pretty good last week, forced a couple of turnovers, but like I said, they gave up a few big plays as well. They'll run jet sweep on the first play here is Osawatomie, the Trojans. That was number 4, Howard Burke, a sophomore. He's had 10 catches on the year. That's just his second rushing attempt. Good stop on first down there, only a couple of yards. Glad he could join us tonight on Baldwin Sports Live. Ryan Hilmer, Jackson Blakely. There's a fumble on the snap, and just able to pounce back on it was Dodge Browning. He is the junior quarterback. 44% completion percentage, 534 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. So that is something to keep an eye on tonight.
Baldwin already in these first couple plays are sending a lot of men. Oh, it's a penalty on us.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it's been a killer in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, they had 10 penalties last week, and like you said, Jackson, it has been up around double digits for the past 3 weeks. They'll try to run it left side this time. They hand it off to Ben Fields. I chronicled him a little bit in the open, a 6'2", 210-pound junior. He's had over 30 carries this year, and he's one of their leaders on the team. No seniors on the Osawatomie team. That was part of the trouble last year. They didn't have a lot of upperclassmen, so they just went with the JVC team season. So now this will be third down after Baldwin was penalized. They'll try to swing it out right side to Howard Burke, and that is incomplete. Good coverage that time on the back end.
We were talking about the penalties. I just went back and looked. I believe in the last 3 weeks, Baldwin has 25 penalties, and those have proven to be a killer in certain games, especially the Santa Fe Trail game that really kind of put us behind the ball in the game where really if we cut those penalties out, we're probably in it until the end. And Silver Lake, it kind of killed our momentum throughout the game. We weren't able to work ourselves back into it because we kept setting ourselves backwards.
Trojans in punt formation. They do punt it away. It bounces down around the Baldwin 45. It'll roll a few more yards, and they'll start their first possession from their own 42-yard line. So a nice job forcing a 3 and out on the first possession. That'll bring out the Baldwin offense, who, like I said earlier, really moved the football. 493 total yards, 287 of it on the ground, 206 through the air. They put up 37 points and what could have honestly been more. They were driving when that game was called. It was about 9 minutes left.
Yeah, they looked like they were primed to score in that last possession, but ultimately, like you said, the lightning delay and how we ended last week was it's pretty fun, honestly. A pretty funny situation.
So light last week a little bit. We got some bad weather, but no lightning so far, thankfully, as they'll hand it off to Creighton Frost. He's going to get his first carry. Tied a season high with 23 carries last week. They were really riding Creighton. He had 135 yards, so a nice game. He's up over now 600 yards on the season as he gets a couple there on first down.
And with the rain, the ball might be a little wet throughout the game. Expect to see a big workload from the backfield tonight, not just from 24 Creighton Frost, but we've seen Landry Quick do a pretty good job from the backfield, and also Wrigley Hamrick.
I'll try to pound it right up the middle once again. Give him about 5 yards there maybe, and it's going to set up a third down here. Brought down by Austin Gonzalez, a 5'10 freshman on that defensive line. I'll call this about third down and 7. on third down. Baldwin only 3 of 9 on third down conversions last week. They'd like to see that number improve a little bit. Alford drops back to pass, looking left side, looking for Colton Collum. Overshot his man a little bit. Had him open, it looked like on a slant route. Couldn't get him the ball.
Took a pretty big hit from the Trojan safety, Cashin Palmer, who was there kind of in zone defense covering the middle of the field. And that's a really good possession for the Trojan defense to get an early stop for the Baldwin offense.
See how the game transpires. This will probably be a kind of a ball control type game. It's like you mentioned, the ball's going to be a little bit wet, I'm sure. Going to be tough to complete a lot of passes as Harvey punts it away. He had 2 great punts last week. They also faked a punt. And that might be a penalty on Tucker Bradley there. He bumps into the Trojan that was trying to receive the football. That was Cashton Palmer, the sophomore.
That's probably going to be a personal foul penalty, and already the second penalty called on Baldwin today, and that's going to set Osawatomie offense up in some pretty good field position to start this possession.
Some of our keys to tonight's game, number 1 is just going to be stay healthy for me. You know what you have next week in a home playoff game. You just want to get through this game. Not that you're looking ahead by any means, but you definitely don't want to get any of your key guys injured and out for the playoffs. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be the turnover margin. Talked about a negative 21 turnover margin for Osawatomie. Baldwin has to take some advantage of that and take care of the football themselves. And then number 3 is just going to be pounded on the ground, because with the weather the way it is, it's going to be tough to complete passes, as we have chronicled. And there's a incompletion on first down for Osawatomie on their second drive. Both teams go 3 and out on their first possession.
And already this Baldwin defense and Coach Melcher behind it sending a lot of pressure. The front 7 last week was really impressive, being able to get through the offensive line and not allow Pike on that Cyclone offense last week to get into a rhythm. They did a really good job pressuring him all night and ultimately had a couple sacks and a lot of pressures.
Take the snap, try to run it right up the middle, and he is stacked up by that D-line. The linebackers coming up to help out as well. Maybe a yard, not really. It'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up for Osawatomie.
Osawatomie's got some big boys up front, but it's going to be hard to move that front 7 of Baldwin this week, especially coming off of a good week last week. They definitely have the momentum on that side of the ball, that front 7. You mentioned kind of some mental lapses last week from that secondary, some missed opportunities from the Cyclone offense over the top.
Browning going to roll out right side. Looked like they were trying to set up a screen pass right side, but Baldwin read it well. Nothing going on there. That's going to bring up 4th down for the second straight drive. They might go 3 and out.
Early in this game, the secondary looking pretty good. We touched on it a little bit last week. The Cyclones were able to get a couple of nice gash plays, that 2-play touchdown possession to start the game, and there were some spot chances throughout the game that they converted on, but there were a couple more that Bishop Board missed on over the top that, you know, if those convert, it could be a totally different game going into the end of it, but not the case. Baldwin did a pretty good job keeping the ball in front of him throughout the whole night, and that was the reason why they were able to win by 2 possessions.
Punted away. It looks like Ethan Williams on the return. Doesn't get a whole lot out to the 50-yard line. That's where Baldwin will start their second possession, so they force a couple of 3 and outs in a row. See if they can't get it going offensively.
That tackle for Osawatomie was made by their tackle leader, Ben Fields. Number 15, the junior. He plays running back on the offensive side of the ball. He's definitely one of the team leaders for the Trojans on both sides.
Yeah, number 15, he's a good player. Also number 33, Blaine Flanagan, he's a good player. Junior, keep an eye on both of those. And the official is going to come talk to Coach Jeff Melcher about something. 4-3 in his first season. Head coach for Osawatomie is Eddie Miner. He is in his second season at Osawatomie, his 17th season overall. He has spent time at KC Washington, Leavenworth, Marysville, Bishop Ward, and Oskaloosa before coming here to Osawatomie.
I don't know if anything came out of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. But
not a penalty, though. That's a good.
It's always a positive. They'll run it right side. Tucker Flory on the jet sweep. He shows off some wheels, has a first down and more out past the 40-yard line and into Osawatomie territory.
Tucker Flory, we've seen him the past couple weeks getting those jet sweep opportunities. I had the chance to catch up with him after the game last week, kind of talking to him about those kind of more opportunities he's been given on the offensive side of the ball. He says he told me he really liked those jet sweeps. He wants to do a better job of converting on those. I believe he has 3 rushes throughout the year, 18 yards. Last week he got a pretty good chunk out of it. That time doing a really good job and beating everybody outside the edge and getting upfield for a first down.
Baldwin has their first down of the game. They'll give it off to Creighton Frost, and he barrels ahead for a 5-yard gain. Frost approaching 120 carries on the year. Like I mentioned earlier, over 600 yards. Landry Quick is approaching 150 yards. He has 3 touchdowns. Creighton has 4. Second down and 5 from Osawatomie's 31-yard line. Just about approaching the midway point here in quarter number 1. They'll fake the handoff, roll out left side, and intended target was Ethan Williams. Alford once again just put it a little bit too out in front of him, just a touch. Incomplete on second down, sets up a third.
Yeah, one of those kind of easy check downs, kind of fired it in there to Williams. That's one where you got to show the touch a little bit, make it easier for your receiver to get under it, get upfield after making the catch, but Williams unable to corral it in after reaching out with one arm. That's going to set up a 3rd and 5 for Baldwin.
Williams didn't have a catch last week, but the week prior at Santa Fe Trail had 5 catches for 44 yards. 3 wide outs. Alford going to roll to his left, looking for an out route, and he's got Jackson Rude, but it goes through his hands, incomplete. That might be another sign of the weather here tonight. It's cold and misty. It's been raining all day.
Yeah, if you're Bryce Alford, it's going to be hard to grip the ball. Probably can hardly feel your fingers down there, and if you're part of this receiving corps, it's going to be hard to corral it in just using your hands. The ball is a little bit slippery like we were talking about. It's going to slip through. You got to make sure we're really focused in, keeping the eyes on the ball all the way in. So far unable to convert on any pass attempts early in the first quarter.
0 of 2 on 3rd down so far. They're going to run the offense out on a 4th down and 5. 3 wideouts and a tight end. Trying a hard count. Alford takes the snap, looking left side for Max Harvey, and that's knocked down. Incomplete. Good coverage that time from Cashton Palmer. He's made a couple of plays here, and they turn Baldwin over on downs, so they force a 3 and out. And then get a turnover on downs. Good start here for the Osawatomie defense.
That Trojan defense is pumped up after that. Their head coach came out halfway onto the field. Coach Miner slapping heads with everybody on the defensive line specifically. They did a really good job this possession. It just feels like right now the Trojans just have a little bit more energy, a little bit more spark to start out this game, even though they're off to a slower start as well. They seem to be just kind of a little bit more unified than the Baldwin Bulldogs are right now.
Osawatomie is already guaranteed to finish last in the district as they try to throw one deep down the left side. That's incomplete. He was getting some pressure that time from a couple of Bulldogs. That was Hunter Barnhart, namely, in there.
Again, the defensive line making an effect on that pass play. They've been really fun to watch throughout the season. Taylor Wilson, Brendan O'Connor, Creighton Frost, the linebacking core, the Ty Daly, Dylan Van Horn, Carson Shannon. I mean, they've all been really fun to watch, and they've all made their impact individually throughout the season.
We'll spread them out, empty backfield, 5 wideouts. Browning looking right side. He almost threw it right to Brendan O'Connor. Kind of surprised him more than anything.
Landry Quick joking around, had it right in your hands, but you got to come down with that. really good stop, yeah.
Set up another 3rd down and long here. Neither team able to really move the football much so far.
Probably stung a little bit, the cold weather.
Interesting note here, Osawatomie on all 3 of their drives has started from the 31-yard line. Don't see that too often.
It's pretty neat.
Split backfield this time, 1 wide out. Tight end attached. They'll look to throw it quickly over the middle off the hands, and almost a chance for an interception there. I think they were looking for their big tight end, Flanagan.
Yeah, got the tip on it. Looks like they had Casey Hamrick and Max Harvey in the area there from coming down from the safety position. Or maybe that was Casey and Wrigley trying to dive on the ground for the football, but not able to come up with it. And the Trojan punt team is going to be coming on field for already a 3rd time.
Yeah, 3 straight 3-and-outs. Not able to move the football much. Ethan Williams and Jackson Rude both back deep. Rude back a little deeper than Williams. Trojans get the punt away. Baldwin trying to set up a return. Jackson Rude takes it from the 37-yard line. Gets past one man out to the 40 of Osawatomie. Hurdles, keeps his feet. At the 25-20, it's going to be a foot race to the end zone, and Jackson Rude's going to win that. Touchdown, Baldwin.
What a play, Jackson Rude. He kind of throughout the whole year, he's had some chances to take him to the house and get big chunk plays out of it. That time doing a really good job keeping your eyes upfield, finding the gaps.
Oh, man, there's a flag down just in front of the Baldwin bench here. I think everybody kind of realizing it just as I was. It looks like somebody's going to get called for a hold, so take those points off the board.
Well, finally, if you're Baldwin, you kind of kick yourself into gear, bring some energy into the game on your side of the ball. And again, penalties has been the common denominator the last 3 weeks. We've seen a lot of them. We mentioned it, 25 penalties before this game in the last 3 weeks. And again, just another opportunity squandered from some laundry on the field.
So that's going to back Baldwin up. Obviously, they'll take the penalty, and that'll set him at the 47-yard line. But 3 straight 3-and-outs they force. See if the offense can't kick it into gear after their second penalty. Alford takes the snap, has a lot of go routes. He's looking down the middle of the field, right side, it's caught. Ethan Williams is out there, and he's down, Jackson Rude down to the 15-yard line. Baldwin into the red zone.
Rude immediately making up for the penalty on the last play. That penalty wasn't really his fault, but picking up the rest of his team. Big play, good throw by Bryce Alford, and hopefully that's going to get him in a rhythm as this first half goes on.
Baldwin was very efficient in the red zone last week. This is their first trip so far, a 1st and 10 from the 14. Frost to the right of Alford. They'll hand it off to him. He runs up the middle, gets past the 10, still dragging bodies down close to the 5-yard line. Good gain on 1st down.
Really good gain. Creighton Frost met at the line of scrimmage and fighting for an extra 5-6 yards after contact. Something we've seen all year, and I'm really excited to see that going into playoff football, how that's going to translate.
Carson Shannon checked into the game. Good to see him back out there. He missed last week. He's going to be the tight end on the left side of the line attached. 3 wide outs. Once again, they'll hand it to Creighton Frost, powering his way up the middle, trying to get into the end zone. He gets close. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. He does have a 1st down. That'll be a 1st and goal for Baldwin from the 1.
You know, Creighton Frost wanting to get in the end zone. Pretty sure he's had some really good games the last 3 weeks, just hasn't been able to put it in the end zone. Usually those recently those goal line snaps have been going to Landry Quick, where he's been able to do some pretty good work. You know, Creighton Frost wants to get in the end zone himself, though.
Frost to the left of Alford this time. They'll turn and hand it to him. Can he power it in there? He can, across the goal line for a Bulldog touchdown.
from the 1 yard line. Who you going to give it to? Your big back, Creighton Frost, right up the middle. And little to no challenge from the defensive line. Really good push up front from that Bulldog offensive line.
So the Dogs jump up in front 6-0. Mentioned in terms of playoff positioning, it would be good for Baldwin tonight if they could win this game by a lot. Jake Browers is good on the extra point. Well, that makes it 7-0. We will step aside and be back with more Bulldog football on the other side.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Today is an investment in our Bulldogs tomorrow.
Welcome back here inside Liston Stadium in Baldwin City, Kansas. The final regular season game in high school football. Senior night here for Baldwin. They had some festivities before the game. Off to a good start here tonight, 7-0 as Homer Rice kicks us off. Osawatomie, that's going to be Palmer that comes back and takes the kickoff return. A little loose with the football, but now gets bottled up right around the 26-yard line, and that is where Osawatomie will start drive number 4. 3 straight 3-and-outs for them. We'll see if they can move the football a little bit this time.
Cash Palmer there. Good over-the-shoulder catch.
It was.
On the kick, and he looked like a couple times he thought he was maybe just going to take the good field position and take a knee, but he changed his mind a couple times, fought for a couple extra yards. And it's going to be the worst field position for the Trojans so far this game.
We'll start from the 27-yard line, 3 straight 3-and-outs. Palmer and Flanagan, the wideouts here on the near side, stacked near the numbers. Split backfield along with Dodge Browning. Take the snap, give it up the middle, and pads are popping down there, but give him credit, still moving the pile. I think that's Ben Fields, junior running back. Sure is, he runs the football hard. Good gain on first down.
Definitely one of the leaders on that team. And it was a good rush by him, but a good push from that offensive line. After he makes contact, they're able to push the dog pile an extra 4 yards. You had some Trojans pulling some Bulldog defenders off the pile as well. Just a good team effort on that play.
Second down, they'll try to do the same thing up the middle. Not quite as many yards this time. We was fighting for him. They'll give him a couple on second down.
A little tush push action there. Hit 4 guys in close to a line of scrimmage in the backfield. That was Dodge Browning on the rush, not hitting the ground, but Baldwin stopping his forward momentum and getting the stop, setting up a 3rd and 2 from the 35 for the Trojans.
Third down and 2 here. Here we go. They got everybody up near the line of scrimmage. They're going to just try to sneak this thing forward. I'm not sure they got there, though. They got closer.
Might give it to him. Creighton Frost had a really good jump over the offensive line. Just couldn't get his paws on the quarterback to pull him back. It doesn't look like they're going to give it to him, and that's going to be a 4th down for the Trojans.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down and 1. Baldwin trying to get off the field. They'll go shotgun on 4th and 1, and now maybe they're dropping back for a pooch punt, and they are. Browning gets the punt away. Nobody back deep for Baldwin. It takes a big Trojan bounce. It's going to rest down around the Baldwin 26-yard line. So make it 4 straight 3-and-outs from this Baldwin defense that they've forced.
Carson Shannon almost got all the way there. That big frame almost got his hands up and blocked the punt. A really good punt from Browning there, good roll. That's going to push the Bulldogs back to start their possession on their own 26-yard line.
.236 left to play here in quarter number 1. Once again, bear with us a little bit. We're back to shooting through the glass here in the press box. It's the weather being what it is. Trips to the far side of the field. Instead, they hand it off to Creighton Frost. He runs very hard off the right side of that offensive line. He's got a good gain. Give him maybe 6 yards on first down.
Big rush there early in the possession, and that's what you're going to want to do if you're Baldwin. Not only this week, but kind of looking ahead to next week as well. You're going to want to set up your offense early in the chains, and it's going to be a false start.
Yeah, it looked like Dogs were trying to go a little hurry-up offense there, or put a little quickness in their step. Instead, like you said, Jackson, a false start. It's going to be the 3rd penalty on Baldwin.
That'll pretty much negate that Creighton Frost run, set up a 2nd and 9.
Collum, the lone wide out here on the near side. 3 up top in a trips formation. That's where Alford's going to roll out right side, looking for a corner route, and he's got Miles Massey there with a completion out past the 40 to the 45-yard line. And that's good enough for a Baldwin first down.
Good play there, Bryce Alford on target, on rhythm on that sprint rollout play that we've seen so much this season. Again, Baldwin rushing to the line, trying to get this Trojan defense on their heels.
Massey's 9th catch of the year, over 150 yards, and they'll run jet sweep coming near side with Jackson Rude, trying to do the same thing he did on that punt return that got called back, but has a great gain that time, 10 yards, give Baldwin another first down. Ben Fields was there to make the stop.
I know it's early in the game, but that's their best 2 plays back-to-back like that. And if you're Coach Melcher, you're kind of hoping that brings some energy into this offense that so far early in the game it's been not three and outs, but 3 punts, and 2 punts and a turnover on downs.
Alford looking right side, had a couple of receivers in the same area. That was Massey and Jackson Rude, both out there. So maybe a little miscommunication on the route tree. Incomplete on first down. Had 2 first down plays prior to that. Now tight end Carson Shannon going to check in for Collum. Left to right on the offensive line, Jake Stavanis, Ty Daly, Tucker Bradley, Brendan O'Connor, and Hunter Jatala have been outstanding so far this year. Alford hands it off to Creighton Frost, lowers the shoulders and barrels ahead for 3 yards on first down.
Really good job on the right side of that line to open up that hole. Good job. I wasn't able to see Trojan linebacker filling that gap, filling that hole, and stopping Creighton Frost just ahead of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be another third down and 7 from the Trojans' 42-yard line.
Yeah, pardon me, that was actually second down. So like you said, third down and 7. Under a minute left here. Off the play fake, Creighton took a hit there. Alford pulls it down, breaks a couple of tackles, cuts back near side, now cuts back far side. What a move and what a run. Bryce Alford, touchdown, Bulldogs.
Alford getting his own flashy play tonight. Jackson Rude earlier on the punt return that was eventually called back. Well, Alford's going to get his own flashy points on this run, breaking a couple tackles, shaking some defenders loose, cutting up the field into open pay dirt, and a touchdown for Baldwin.
42-yard touchdown run for Bryce Alford. Extra point is pending. He leads the team with rushing touchdowns. That's now his 7th on the year. Going to blow this dead for a second. Oh, somebody lost the mouthpiece, it looks like. That's Ben Fields. Comes and retrieves it.
It's nice of the referee to stop play for that.
Very.
And encourage safety.
Remember one time in high school I lost my mouthpiece. I just had to take somebody's from the sideline, just use theirs. Kind of gross, but Do what you got to do. Brower's extra point is good. 14-0. Let's take a look at the replay before we head to break here. You can see Alford busts up through the right side, breaking tackles, goes back near side, and then nobody's going to catch him here. What a run that was. Baldwin now up 14-0. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back with more Bulldog football.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, 14-0. Baldwin up, 43 seconds left in the first quarter. 42-yard touchdown run from Alford. That was a 6-play touchdown drive. 174 yards. Having some trouble with the kickoff return here, and ball still might be loose around the 25-yard line. Ball still loose. Who jumped on it? And it's going to be Bulldog football.
It's huge. I wasn't able to see who the first guy to the ball was. Might have been Hunter Jatala. Go look back after the game and look through the stream on that play. He hustled down the field, and he was the first Bulldog there on the loose ball. Does a really good job to, I don't know if he was the one who recovered it, but fought for the ball and maybe got it loose another time. And
Landry Quick was the one that came out of that pile with the football.
Yeah, there you go.
So Baldwin's going to have great field position here from the plus 24 to start their 5th drive. 2 touchdown drives in a row, a 4-play and a 6-play. We'll see what they do here. A couple of guys in the backfield. They'll fake it to Landry Quick. Look deep down the left side. Max Harvey in the back of the end zone. Did he bring it in? That is just to the edge of where our camera can reach, but what a play and what a pass. A 24-yard touchdown pass from Alford to Harvey on the first play.
We've seen it all year from our quarterback number 3, Bryce Alford. Those passes downfield, those 20-yard, 30-yard passes, for the most part, he's been really solid on converting on those. Last week, converting 2 of them for a big 2 60-plus yard touchdowns, and this time 35 yards. And an extra field goal from Browers to put the Baldwin Bulldogs up 21-0.
Man, how do you like that? 2 touchdowns within 30 seconds of each other. Baldwin now up 21-0. Once again, let's step aside. Be back with more Bulldog football.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
$21-0 Baldwin. A couple of touchdowns within about 20 seconds of each other after Osawatomie fumbled the kickoff last time. Landry Quick came away with it around the same area. This one is actually going to end up going out of bounds. Back deep was Emmett Chapman. He watched it bound out of bounds. Probably not what Homer Rice was meaning to do there, but Baldwin's up on the scoreboard and trying to add on. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Hunter, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's the 4th penalty already on Baldwin when you talk about their penalty problems.
Yeah, Homer's got a pretty good boot. We've seen it throughout the year. He can get it all the way back there to the returners. It looks like they saw something on film, and they're trying to target a couple of the upbacks on the Trojan kickoff team.
That's fair.
That time just not exactly going to plan, and that's going to set Trojans up at the 35.
They've had 4 straight 3-and-outs, and then they fumbled a kickoff return. So let's see if they can move the football a little bit here. They fake a couple of handoffs, and Browning pulls it down. He's got a nice gain here, and he's going to have a Trojan first down. That's a nicely designed play.
Yeah, really good play. A couple of misdirections. You had Howard Burke coming across on the fake jet sweep, and you got the fake handoff to 15 Ben Fields in the backfield. Browning doing a really good job at juking a couple defenders out behind the line of scrimmage and getting 12 yards for his team.
They'll empty it out this time, 5 wide outs. Browning takes the snap. They're trying to set up a screen right side to Palmer. They do. He fumbled the football. He jumps back on it past midfield. It was Carson Shannon, I believe, coming over that forced that.
Is that Carson Shannon or Jet Reed? I couldn't tell. I thought I saw 56 coming out from the pile, but he might have been subbing in there.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Baldwin with a 21-0 lead. We'll take a break and be back with more Bulldog football after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Came back a little late from break there, but penalty flag, I think, stopped play. Or at least the whistle did.
All Baldwin.
Lovely. Were they offsides? I wasn't even paying attention.
Trying to see what part of the commercial we were in.
I know.
Back into
there was also a Baldwin player getting stretched out on the sideline. We were trying to figure out who that was. It was Jake Stavanis, but hopefully he's all right, just cramping up a little bit maybe. So the 5th penalty on Baldwin gives him a first down. Osawatomie under pressure here. That was Browning. Did a nice job to avoid a sack, and now he's going to get drugged down hard. Got a couple of yards on the gain. Landry Quick tracked him down. I think that was Ian Bryan that had a chance at him in the backfield.
That's what I was trying to look for. A couple of really good moves from Browning this possession, avoiding those edge rushers and getting out into space again, doing it again, beating the defensive line around the edge, getting 3 or 4 yards for the Trojan offense. Great open field tackle by Landry Quick.
2nd down and 7 into Baldwin territory. The Dogs 41. Browning looking quickly over the middle, and nothing doing there. Looking for Palmer. O'Connor was there on the coverage.
Palmer looking for a penalty. There's some contact there, but I think it was pretty well timed by the senior leader, big bad Brennan O'Connor.
O'Connor, the leader on the team in tackles. He's got 53 of them coming into play. Also leading with 8 tackles for a loss. Browning running for his life, just gets rid of it somehow. Gets it to Palmer. He's reversing field, coming near side. Look at this play for the Trojans. They're going to end up getting a first down on what looked to be surely a loss for the Trojans.
I don't know how Browning got the ball out there. Nonetheless, a really good job finding his receiver, Cashton Palmer. We expect him to be getting a majority of the targets out wide for the Trojans. And a really good job after the catch from Palmer to switch fields there amongst the confusion and get another first down for the Trojans.
You can see Osawatomie has a couple of nice players. Browning, Fields, Palmer, Flanagan, Burke, playmakers. They'll give it off to Fields this time. He's got a lot of running room through the middle of that offensive line, and a flag comes flying in. Maybe there's a reason there was so much running room.
Looks like the early call in the field is going to be a holding. that offensive line.
It'll be the first Osawatomie penalty.
Wasn't us this time.
Holding on Osawatomie.
About a minute 20 into this second quarter. Baldwin already up 21-0, looking to get a stop, get the football back. But give Osawatomie credit, they have gotten 3 first downs on this drive. One of them was an offsides that gave them a first down.
He's had some nice chunk plays throughout the first half.
Low snap, and that was almost intercepted off of the tip. Wrigley Hamrick had a chance at another pick. He had one last week. They were looking for Flanagan over the middle. It went off his hands.
Well, Connor was trailing him on his back. I'm sure he had some effect on the catch. Wrigley Hamrick again in the area for another tip. And if Baldwin's defense does force an interception in this game, that's how I expect they're going to do it. Through a tip, good coverage on the ball, and getting the ball up in the air for the secondary to pick off and get a good return out of.
Osawatomie is going to take their first timeout. Give me a chance to remind you about a couple of our great sponsors here on Baldwin Sports Live. They let us bring these games to you. First of all, Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. They're our presenting sponsor. Get a hold of Shad or Penny Sheldon. They are your Baldwin City area brokers, and they want me to tell you about the Clinton Lake Escape. It's a 14-acre property near Clinton Lake. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, has rustic charm, a fireplace, and an unfinished walkout basement. You can enjoy a mix of open space and wooded seclusion, and with abundant wildlife as well. It's close to Lawrence, Topeka, and Kansas City. Your serene country retreat awaits. Learn more at HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. Baldwin Sports Live is also brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing, a family-owned company right here in Baldwin City. They service many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools, Rice Precision provides a great work environment that offers excellent pay and competitive benefits. So it's the perfect place to start your next career. You can find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com. We'll have our Baldwin Sports update coming up at halftime. Don't want to miss that. A lot going on this time of year as they'll try to set up a screen pass. Osawatomie does, and that is going nowhere. In fact, they're going to lose a good 6 yards on that play. It went to Palmer, but nothing doing there.
Trying to set up that wide receiver mid-screen where you're bringing them in from out wide from the hash, trying to get him the ball towards the middle of the field and have the offensive line lead the way from there. But again, that front seven making a difference and making a big play behind the line of scrimmage to push Osawatomie back for a 3rd and 24.
Moves Fields to the other side. To the right of him does Browning. He is getting chased by Hunter Barnhart and tripped up by Hunter Barnhart for a sack. He came unblocked off of the edge that time. You can see here on the replay, they initially had Fields on the left side. Maybe he was the guy that was supposed to pick up the edge rusher, but Barnhart untouched off the edge, able to get the sack.
Showing really good pursuit there, making the dive, just catching the shoestrings of Dodge Browning, but doing the job, doing enough to force a 4th and 30, and it is likely another punt for this Trojan offense.
The first full sack Hunter Barnhart's had on the year. He had half a sack back in week number 1. As they get this punt away, it bounces down around the 40-yard line. It's going to roll dead at, that was the 30-yard line at about the 23, so that's where Baldwin will take over, but a nice job holding up strong and forcing a punt. Osawatomie had a 8-play drive going. They had 3 first downs. End up punting it away for the 5th straight time. Baldwin will take over from their own 23-yard line, coming off 3 touchdown drives in a row, 4-play, a 6-play, and then a 1-play touchdown pass to Harvey last time out. Alford has one through the air and one on the ground, and Creighton Frost also has a 1-yard touchdown run. About midway through the second quarter, they'll hand it to their big back, Creighton Frost. He moves the pile as he does out to the 31-yard line. 8-yard gain on first down.
Nothing new there from 24, pushing the pile ahead. Then at the line of scrimmage, doesn't matter. You're bound to get 3 to 6 yards from him if he's met there.
Second down and 2. Baldwin already up 21-0. Couple of wings and a wide out to the far end. They'll fake the handoff. Alford keeps it this time, trying to break a tackle, has first down yardage to the 35-yard line before he's driven back.
Just about fought through the tackle there from Ben Fields. Does a really good job of staying connected to his hip and slowing him down until the secondary can assist him and bringing him down. This Trojan defense has been pretty impressive, barring some chunk plays, that one-play touchdown, the drive a couple times, but they were able to slow this offense down to start the game.
Alford over 400 yards on the ground this year as they'll hand it off on a jet sweep. Jackson Rude coming near side, gets a nice block out in front. Jake Stavanis downfield blocking.
Showing some athleticism, the lead blocker, the senior, number 79, Jake Stavanis, doing a really good job getting out there, setting up Jackson Rude for a really good chunk play and a Baldwin Bulldog first down.
That's into Osawatomie territory at the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs, they'll spread them out, 4 wideouts. A whistle's gonna blow play dead. Looks like number 22, Colton Smith, the juniors, has to jog off the field. They'll send a replacement in. That'll be Rogan Lewis, a sophomore. 4 wideouts for Baldwin. Frost to the right of Alford. They'll run it left side. That's a nice job opening up a hole there. Brendan O'Connor came around pulling. Frost is still going. They can't bring him down into the 20-yard line. Baldwin set up with another red zone opportunity.
That's probably the longest run of the year for Creighton Frost there, about a 25-yard rush. This time not having to do most of it after contact. A really good hole opened up on the left side of that line. Creighton Frost burst through it. We've seen a lot of that from Coach Melcher, that 4 receiver setups, the 3 receiver setups. You just set up that run game. You're getting linebackers out of the box, spreading the defense out, getting more defensive backs on the field. And that's what it does. It loosens the box up for the offensive line to get up and get a push, and ultimately creating holes for Creighton Frost to go through.
They'll take a timeout, and that is the second charge timeout for Osawatomie. We will take it with them. Be back in 30 seconds here on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Back out of the timeout here. A first down and 10 from the 20-yard line for Baldwin, their second red zone trip. Once again, they'll spread them out, that 4 wide out look. Frost to the backfield. Alford this time has plenty of time to survey the field. Nice pump fake there, gets a man in the air, now cuts back far side. Cuts back again, breaking tackles inside the 5-yard line. Alford, man, he is hard to bring down.
He is in space, he's loose, he's wiggly, he's hard to catch. You don't know where he's gonna go. If he has 2 yards of separation, he could dart left or right.
I like that. He's wiggly.
Wiggly.
I really like that. Got more moves than a bowl of Jell-O.
Something like that. Also a good pump fake.
That was, yeah, he got the defender in the air, gave him the opportunity, so. First and goal from the 2-yard line. We'll see if they run jet sweep. They do. They'll Handed off, coming near side. Ethan Williams is into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown.
Just a really good, solid drive from Baldwin. Some chunk plays, but in my opinion, the most important thing, no penalties from Baldwin that time. It's probably the first possession this game that they haven't shot themselves in the foot in one way or another, and able to get a quick, clean score out of it. That's what you're going to want to see as this game goes on, if we can consistently match that and set yourselves up pretty good mentally for next week.
Browers has only missed one extra point on the year. He is 3 for 3 so far tonight, and make it 4 for 4 as he makes another one. And that puts Baldwin up 28-0. Bulldogs looking good tonight. Final week of the regular season. We'll step aside and be back with more Bulldog football presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
$28-0 Baldwin lead here at Liston Stadium. 6:34 left here in the first half. That was a 6-play touchdown drive. It went 77 yards. It was capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run from Ethan Williams. That is his first rushing touchdown of the season. Homer Rice kicks it away. Trojans get a nice return here. I think that's Colton Smith. The flag comes flying in.
Oh, wow, what a throw.
That is, he's got a cannon.
He threw that from the 40-yard line to the other side to the 45. That's pretty impressive.
See what the penalty is. It's most likely going to be a hold. I think that was the preliminary indication on the Trojans. Oh, it's a face mask on Baldwin. So, sorry, I thought he was doing a hold, but he was doing a face mask indication. So make it 6 penalties on Baldwin. They might set a season high here tonight.
The Trojans will start the ball on the
They're going to start near midfield, actually right at midfield. Osawatomie is. This will be their best starting field position here tonight. Had 5 punts. They've fumbled the kickoff. Had a pretty good drive going. 3 first downs on their last drive. Got into Baldwin territory, but had to punt it away. Now they get Baldwin to jump off sides for the second time tonight.
Both lines pointing at each other. It's always the case, isn't it? It's your
Sure
fault.
is,
No,
yep.
It was you. But it was us.
Give Osawatomie another free 5 yards. Baldwin gave them a first down on that on their last drive. Set up a first down and 5 now from Bulldog territory.
They got a pretty good clap count there at Osawatomie. Sometimes they go right on the clap. Sometimes it's a clap and 1 second after.
They'll hand it off to Burke on the jet sweep. Trying the outside. Not anything out there. Gets maybe back to the line. For he's bottled up by several Bulldogs. Carson Shannon was out there. Creighton Frost was in there.
Creighton Frost, Brendan O'Connor were the first 2 on the ball. We heard that hit from up here. The 2 of them together getting the back down, not letting go anywhere. 2nd and 5 for the Trojans. Set up in that tight backfield formation once again.
A couple of wings and kind of a fullback right behind Browning under center. It looks like they're trying to almost quarterback sneak it on 2nd and 5. Interesting.
Maybe they got something for 3rd and 4. They saw something on the tape in that situation.
I have the perfect play call for 3rd and 4. Let's set it up.
3rd and 4 at midfield. We've been waiting to call this one.
We'll see what they go to. Had 3 wideouts. Fields and Burke in the backfield, flanking Browning. They'll hand it off to Fields, coming left side. He is hit and dropped in the backfield. And I think that was Hunter Barnhart again that got to him first. It was. Creighton Frost came in to help out. Also, O'Connor was in there, as always. So didn't get back to the line hardly. 4th down and 5. They're going to say he lost a yard.
Good call there by the PA announcer. A pack of Bulldogs make the tackle. That's really good. That's really good.
See if they punt it away here. Looks like the offense is still out there, but Browning, we've seen him kind of pooch punt before. They'll spread it out, 5 wideouts. He is going to roll out right side, look to throw this thing. He's looking for Fields. He has it complete, but he is not going to get the first down. Swung out of bounds by Brendan O'Connor. It's going to depend on the spot, but to me it looked like he was about a yard short.
I'm with you, Ryan. I think he was short. That's a really good effort play by the senior leader. Able to stop him just a yard short behind that first down marker and give your offense the ball back.
That is where Baldwin will take over their own 41-yard line. They have had 4 touchdown drives in a row after a bit of a slow start. Picked up 4 first downs in a row and then a touchdown on that last drive. It was a 6-play touchdown drive. Alford going to look screen pass right side, get it out to Ethan Williams. Makes a man miss at the 50, 45, cuts it back. Breaks another tackle up to the 30-yard line before Fields drags him down. He's still going. Get out close to the Osawatomie 25-yard line. A great catch and run there from Ethan Williams.
20-plus yard gain. Ethan Williams doing a really good job. Didn't see who the lead blocker was here on the bottom of the screen, but a couple wide receivers leading the way for the senior. Setting up a really good game, and now you got the Bulldogs in Trojan territory at the 26-yard line.
Dogs offense really starting to hum now. Send trips to the far side. Massey, Flory, and Rude. Collum is the lone wideout on the near side. Frost to the right of Alford, who steps back, looking to pass deep down the field. Steps up in the pocket, now rolls out right side. Nice job on the run. Catches Tucker Flory. Slipped down around the 5-yard line. Otherwise, he might have took that thing into the house.
Tucker Flory pretty upset with himself there. Had a really good opportunity there.
Oh, sorry, I missed the holding call. Yeah, I can't. Oh, okay. The guys were kind of standing over the flag. I was like, I don't even see a flag. So Baldwin well on their way to setting a record. 8 penalties so far.
Just the first half.
Wipes off a big-time gain from Alford to Flory.
Yeah, you were about to set up your offense at the 5-yard line, and now you push yourselves back to the 36 and a 1st and 20.
We're on the clock, 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Shannon checks in for Massey. Shannon will be the tight end attached to the left side. Couple of wideouts and a wing. They'll roll out left side with Bryce Alford. Looking down the field on first down and looking for Carson Shannon on a corner route, but couldn't haul it in. 2nd down and 20.
Just a little above them, and we've seen kind of those short to intermediate throws from Alford are the ones that he kind of overextends, or he's usually over the receiver just out in front of him. That's just got to be one of those ones. He tried it there, put a little bit of touch, but Shannon, with having so much space there, you just kind of want to float it there and let him fall under it.
Second down and 20. Osawatomie is showing a blitz up the middle. Baldwin does nicely to pick it up. Creighton Frost running hard as always, gets past the 25-yard line. And
again, Stavanis, 20 yards up the field, blocking a guy all the way down there. He's doing a really good job this game, creating holes for Big 24.
It was a big gain there on second down, because now you set up a third down and manageable. We'll call it a 3rd and 7.
You know, most likely in this situation, this distance, Coach Melcher, barring a big negative play, he's going to want to go for it.
Send Colton Collum in motion. Fake the jet sweep to him. Alford under some pressure, breaks the tackle. Looking deep over the middle into the end zone. He's got an open man for a touchdown. Is that Carson Shannon?
Yes, it
sure
is.
Carson Shannon hauls it in, and that is his first touchdown, I believe, of his career. Definitely the first on the year. That's a 23-yard touchdown pass.
Alford making up his miss from just a couple plays ago where just threw it above. Shannon that time doing a really good job of floating it in there. You know he's got space there in the end zone. And Browers again nailing the point after attempt. Love it.
Extra point is good. Let me see if I saved the replay here. I sure did. Alford making a man miss, and Shannon wide open behind everybody in the end zone. And that is another Baldwin touchdown. They are now up 35-0. We'll take a break and be back with more after this.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back here in Baldwin, 35-0, a fun night on senior night for Baldwin. Everybody getting in on the action. 4-play touchdown drive that time. 23-yard pass from Alford to Shannon. That's the second touchdown pass from Alford. He has one on the ground. Williams and Frost also have one on the ground. Is there another penalty?
It's on us. False start
on the kickoff?
Yep. It's the second one this year.
Make it 9 penalties.
Talked about it, been on air. It definitely hasn't, or off air, it definitely hasn't gotten warmer.
Yeah, I don't want to complain about it because we are in a press box and everyone else is way colder than we are.
We got an open window right in front of us. We
Yeah.
got that cool air coming in. This Cali kid's not having a fun time with
Now
this
that we've
chilly
opened
weather.
the floodgates, though, it is quite chilly.
I bet they got hot chocolate at the concessions.
Oh, they better.
That.
I'll tell you that much.
I'll go grab us one if that's the case.
So Rice gets backed up 5 yards and shows off his leg as he gets it all the way down to the 15. And having some trouble with it was Chapman. He finally picks it up and out past the 20-yard line before he is pummeled by the Bulldogs. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. Don't forget our Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up at the break. We'll recap what we've seen so far and also give you our Baldwin sports update. Like I mentioned, a lot going on this time of year. Girls state golf was on Monday and Tuesday. We'll let you know how that went. Also got boys soccer coming into regionals next week.
Girls flag football as well.
Yep, finished it off last Saturday. I believe they made it to the semifinals, right? That's the verdict that we
That's
received.
what we heard.
Okay. We have an inside source. I'm not going to reveal who it is.
Definitely haven't a couple times.
Ooh, that's a big hit off a fake handoff, and Browning took one in the chops.
You know, it looked like his legs were kind of trapped under the pile there, and when Brendan O'Connor met him up top, he was kind of stiffened, wasn't able to fall. Those kinds of hits are scary, but
yeah,
you really don't know what can come out of that. But luckily, Browning comes out of it unscathed. And luckily for the Baldwin defense, that play was made behind the line of scrimmage, setting up a 2nd and long.
1:30 left in the first half. Spread them out, 5 wideouts. Trying to set up that screen once again, right side. And Browning just has to throw it in the dirt. Incomplete on 2nd down.
Again, you had 2 or 3 Bulldogs there in the backfield chasing after Browning. But not really allowed Browning to get anything going rhythm-wise through the air. He's had a couple of nice plays using his feet. But that's where most of the damage has been done on this Trojan offense. They're doing a really good job of getting to the quarterback, preventing those throws downfield, and then the secondary doing their job, keeping them covered.
3rd down and long here. Osawatomie has only converted 1 3rd down so far. They'll run it up the middle with Ben Fields. He's not going to get there. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Barnhart again on the stop at the line of scrimmage, getting the ankle of Fields and dragging him down. It's going to be another 4th down for the Trojans.
Jackson Rude back deep to receive this, what appears to be a punt from Osawatomie. Under a minute here, they can run it all the way down to close to 30 seconds before they have to snap it.
Show us something special here again, number 9. It'll be really fun.
He has showed off his big playability a couple of times this year. Fortunately, had a punt return called back due to penalty, and let's see here. Did Osawatomie take a timeout? Yep, they sure did. So that is their 3rd and final timeout. Let's take it with them and be back with more Bulldog football after this.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
32 seconds left here in the first half. We have a 4th down and 10 for Osawatomie at their own 22-yard line, so most likely a punt coming up.
We got Ethan Williams and Jackson Rude back to receive the punt. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I want to see number 9 make it back up from earlier, because that was a really good play. We had the replay lined up and everything before we saw the laundry, but
so it looks like Browning's dropping back a little further, probably going to punt this thing away. Oh, Baldwin almost blocked it. It's going to bounce down a couple of times, and Ethan Williams is going to take it. No, that's Jackson Rude. He gets smacked down at the Osawatomie 35-yard line, but good field position, only 22 seconds left. There's a Trojan still down. That's number 4, Howard Burke. Looks okay. He got up to his feet anyway. We'll see what Baldwin does here with only 22 seconds left.
Rude had space up the middle, trying to make a cut in the middle of the field, just slipping, and Fields doing just enough to get him down. Like you said, 22 seconds left. Baldwin last week, with a minute left or so, had the ball at their own 20 or so, and were able to convert on a 75-yard touchdown. Yeah.
Oh, Baldwin have another penalty?
No, I think it was on Osawatomie. I see it in the backfield. So I think they're going to
everyone's lining up again in punt formation.
Yeah, I saw a flag there right before he picked it up.
Wouldn't make sense to penalize Baldwin 5 yards.
I don't know what happened. Another opportunity to see something here.
Oh, goodness. Make it 10 penalties on Baldwin. I mean, they moved the football up 5 yards, so I'm assuming it was a penalty. Anyway, we'll do it again. Yeah, they get a longer punt away. Maybe not. Bounces down around the Osawatomie 40-yard line. Not much on the return there, so it actually works out in the Trojans' favor. Now just 14 seconds left.
Like I was saying earlier, Baldwin got the ball before half with not very much time, and they were able to convert on a 70-plus yard touchdown. So here with 14 seconds. You got 3 timeouts left, and you're starting at the 38-yard line. You got an opportunity to at least put 3 on the board. We saw Jake Browers make his first field goal of the season and of his career last game.
Sure did. It was, what, a 27-yarder?
27-yarder, yep.
See what they do here. 14 seconds left. They're just going to hand it off up the middle. Creighton Frost, he can, of course, bust one. Has a good gain, a first down even.
They're going to take it in.
Creighton Frost on the carry.
Looks like, yeah, they will just go into the locker room. A great first half, 35-0. Baldwin up on the scoreboard. We will take a timeout. Come back with the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. This is Bulldog football presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back here to Baldwin. We have made it to the half. It is 35-0. Bulldogs on top. The halftime show is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. let's protect it. Let's give a little recap of what we just saw in the first half. Baldwin got off to a little bit of a slow start offensively, forced a 3 and out, and then turned it over on downs on their second possession, but all good after that as they rattled off 5 straight touchdown drives. It was a 4-play touchdown drive. The first one finished off by Creighton Frost on a 1-yard run. The second one was a 6-play touchdown drive. It was a 42-yard touchdown run from Bryce Alford. Very impressive run that was. That put Baldwin up 14-0, and then got some great starting field position as Osawatomie fumbled the kickoff return. Baldwin started at the Trojans' 24-yard line, and it only took him 1 play to complete a 24-yard touchdown pass from Alford to Max Harvey in the corner of the end zone. That made it 21-0. Then a 6-play touchdown drive finished off by a 2-yard jet sweep from Ethan Williams on the ground. That made it 28-0 after the Brewers extra point. And then a 4-play touchdown drive finished off by a 23-yard pass to Carson Shannon for his first touchdown. And that made it 35-0. Brewers 5 of 5 on extra points here tonight. Baldwin got 11 first downs in that first half. They were 2 of 4 on third down conversions, 0 of 1 on fourth down conversions. As for Osawatomie, they weren't able to move the football much. They opened up with 4 straight 3-and-outs, and then, like I mentioned, fumbled a kickoff return. That gave Baldwin great starting field position. It was their 5th drive that was the most promising. That's where they picked up all 3 of their first half first downs and ended up having to punt it, but were able to move the football a little bit, at least that time, and then they turned it over on downs on their penultimate possession in the first half, and then a 3-and-out to end things. So only the 3 first downs for the Trojans. They were held to 1 for 8 on third downs and 0 of 1 on fourth down conversions. So a great job by Baldwin on both sides of the ball, having some fun here tonight, and they are currently up 35-0 on Osawatomie. We'll take a timeout. On the halftime show, we'll come back and we will give you our Baldwin sports update. A lot going on this time of year as some of the fall sports are coming to a close. We get some regionals and state action. So we'll take a break, come back, and tell you all about that on the other side.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home build and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City. For unbeatable service, there's only one choice you can count on. Clint Davis and the team at One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning have been keeping Baldwin City comfortable since 2011. Whether you need quick repairs, seasonal maintenance, or a brand new system, Clint and his team have you covered. Schedule an appointment today by calling 785-393-9329 and sign up for the preferred maintenance plan for special discounts. One Choice Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, the choice for the comfort of your family.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. It is halftime. Baldwin is up 35-0. It is time now for our Baldwin Sports Update. We'll start with girls golf, who had their state tournament on Monday and Tuesday. Baldwin qualified for the tournament as a team, and they ended up finishing fourth. Peyton Wright finished tied for third. Carson Chambers was 20th. Jada Sansone was 34th, and Charity Thompson was 36th. But a huge congrats and a great season once again for the girls golf team, finishing in fourth place at the state tournament. That's a pretty impressive feat. And then the girls flag football team, we talked about a little bit there. I was trying to track down some more information, but all I know is this past Saturday they were at Olethe East High School. That's where they had the postseason tournament. I believe Baldwin made it to the Final Four, the semifinals, before they lost there. I'm still looking for some more information, but by all accounts, the girls flag football team, the first season for that, it was a success and a lot of fun for Baldwin. The girls tennis team season has been over for a while. They didn't have anybody qualify for the state tournament. Cross country will be running at Marion High School at the stadium for the regional meet on this Saturday, coming up here tomorrow. And 3 teams will qualify for state from that. The top 15 individual finishers will also qualify for state, so good luck to the cross-country runners tomorrow. Volleyball beat Santa Fe Trail in a duel on Monday, and then they lost to Lewisburg in a duel on Tuesday. And they will also have their sub-state tournament coming up here on Saturday. They are traveling to Rock Creek for that, so keep an eye on that, and good luck to the girls going out to sub-state. Boys soccer, they've been a wagon all season long. They are now 13-3, I believe. They actually lost a game this past week. They won on Tuesday on senior night. They beat Spring Hill 1-0 in overtime. That was a heck of a game. Then they ended up losing 3-0 last night at a very good Blue Valley team, so nothing to be ashamed of there. They finished the regular season 13-3, does the boys soccer team. They are the number 1 seed in the East Side in Class 4A, and they're also the league champs for the 3rd straight year. So the boys soccer team getting it done once again. They will host Atchison this upcoming Monday at 4 o'clock here at home in the regional semifinals. So good luck to the boys there. And then, of course, football, talked about, they also, or already I should say, have clinched home playoff game next week. They finished 2nd place in their district, and they're looking at either probably the number 6 or the number 7 seed. It's going to be a flip-flop between us and Girard, depending on some results here tonight. So Baldwin doing their job so far. They are up 35-0 and looking good so far, and looking at either Holton or Neodesha, probably the opponents next week if everything kind of goes according to plan. I've been looking at the schedules, who plays who, and if everything turns out the way you think it would, with good teams playing some lesser teams and they win those games, then we're probably looking at either Holton or Neodesha coming here next week, and that'll be next Friday night, same place, same time. First time Baldwin has hosted a home playoff game since 2020. So we are looking forward to that. That was our Baldwin Sports Update. Let's take another break here on the halftime show. Should be getting close to second half action here as Baldwin up 35-0 on the scoreboard.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Charlie was born at LMH. We had a great team of nurses. Not only did they check in on us regularly, they always asked if we had questions, always made sure that we understood what was going on. I cannot say enough wonderful things about the labor and delivery, family birthing, and mother baby care team at LMH Health. We had to put our entire trust into their hands, and just everyone was so friendly and so supportive.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City, just getting ready for the second half kickoff. Baldwin up 35-0. The halftime show is brought to us by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call, 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it.
Logan Lewis to kick off for the Osawatomie Trojans.
Good first half. Baldwin started off a little slow on their first couple of drives, but rattled off 5 straight touchdowns before their final possession was just a little one-player before the end of the half. 11 first downs. They were 2 of 4 on third down and 0 of 1 on fourth down. They will get the football to start the second half here, as Wrigley Hamrick with a nice return out past the 40-yard line.
He's had some good returns throughout the year, especially recently in the past couple of weeks. He's been putting the Baldwin offense in some pretty good opportunities at the beginning of these possessions.
2 touchdown passes from Alford. Harvey and Shannon were the recipients there. Alford also had a rushing touchdown, and Frost and Williams rushing touchdowns of their own. Start from their own 42-yard line here in half number 2. So give me that update one more time, Jackson. Girls flag football finishes 3rd at state.
3rd in state. They were the 9 seed going into it. They won 51-9 against Olathe South. Wow, what a
look at this stiff arm from Alford, and he runs it out of bounds for a first down. Get off me.
You see a lot of his shiftiness, that time showing the power, showing the strength, putting the Trojan defender through the turf. But like I was saying, we were the 9 seed, won in the first round against, I believe it's Olathe South. It was a blowout from what I heard, around 51-9 is what I remember. Second round, we faced another 6A school, Mays South from Wichita. We were able to surpass them to make it to the semifinals, where we eventually lost to the state champs. I believe it was Mill Valley from what I heard.
There's a big pass completion. Jackson Rood has it around the 30. He's motoring all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Baldwin. Having some fun tonight. Jackson Rood with another big play and a connection from Alford.
Just a simple play action. You got your guy right there 5 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage. Get the ball to one of your best playmakers over at wide receiver number 9, Jackson Rood, and he's able to get the job done from there. Good executed play from the Bulldogs, turning into some points.
Rood's 5th touchdown catch of the year. Just a 2-play drive. That's all it took him to go 58 yards. It was a 50-yard touchdown pass. Jake Brower's on for the extra point. It is perfect. Baldwin up 42-0 and having some fun on senior night. Let's take another look at that completion. Rood with a little bit of a low pass. He got it at the 40-yard line and just motored to the far end. Nobody was going to catch him. Showed off his speed a couple of times this year and does it once again there. So let's step aside 30 seconds. We'll be right back with more Bulldog football.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
50-yard touchdown pass from Bryce Alford to Jackson Rude. And that has opened this thing up 42-0 now. Bulldogs having a fun night, just 25 seconds into the second half. Homer Rice set to kick this thing away from the 40.
No false starts, no false starts, no false starts.
Baldwin did have 10 penalties in that first half if you're looking for a negative. It's going to be taken in by one of the upmen. Palmer, excuse me. Makes a man miss, making some nice moves around the 25-yard line. He'll start around the 27. Baldwin takes the opening kickoff of the second half. It only takes him 2 plays to go 58 yards and score again.
2 plays, about 30 seconds. It's, except for the start that we had last week, that's about as good as it gets.
That's right. The 28-yard line is where officially Osawatomie will start their first drive of the second half. They only got 3 first downs in that first half. One of them was off a offsides penalty. 1 of 8 on third downs, 0 of 1 on fourth down. Be interesting to see how long some of the starters stay out there for Baldwin. Is got the playoffs coming up next week. Right now, starters for the most part still out there. Osawatomie starts with their 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Turn handed off to Big Ben Fields. Not much there. Nice job, Hunter Barnhart. He's made several plays tonight on that defensive line.
Couldn't have said it better. He said his name a lot tonight. His defensive line has really showed out, and Hunter Barnhart has been a big part of that tonight.
Split backfield around Browning. 3 wideouts. Low snap, it kind of crawled back to Browning. Nice job to bring it in. Now he's running for his life, and he throws it to Flanagan, who found himself open on the back end. That's the second time we've seen Browning make a play on what looked like a broken play.
At that time, the defensive line not able to get to the backfield quick enough on one of those low snaps. Browning doing a really good job after securing the ball back, keeping his eyes up the field, not losing track of his receivers. Just looked like that secondary just had their eyes in the backfield.
Yeah, it reminded me of last week right before the half when that happened to Alford, and we had that long touchdown pass to Jackson Rude. Yeah. They'll fake the handoff this time, try to spray it out near side to Palmer. That's incomplete, a little too high. Sets up a 2nd down and 10.
Baldwin over the last couple of weeks have done a really good job, or a better job, covering the flats and those short wide receiver screens. We saw against Silver Lake and Santa Fe Trail, that's kind of where we got beat on defense. Tonight, not so much the case. It's going to be a false start on the Trojan offensive line. That's going to set them back and set up a 2nd and 15.
Just the 2nd penalty on the Trojans here tonight. Looking for some scores around the area. I'll give you those as they come in. Frontenac, we talked about, is playing Neodesha. Could be one of the opponents for Baldwin. They are up 27-0. Frontenac is, so things going according to plan there. They'll run option here near side. Carson Shannon's right there to drag down Rogan Lewis for a loss on that play. Trojans didn't have much going that time.
Really good coverage there on the speed option. Make sure you have both the quarterback and the running back accounted for. Trojans not able to get anything past the line of scrimmage on that one. Really good play. Carson Shannon was the first one to the ball there.
Santa Fe Trail up at the half, 27-7. They are at Bishop Ward, looking to finish off an undefeated regular season. Looks like they're most likely going to be the number 2 overall seed in the playoffs. Topeka Hayden, it's been a wagon all year long. They're still undefeated as well. They're probably going to be the number 1 seed. We'll see how things shake out. Browning takes the snap, looking over the middle and almost intercepted. Man, coming up to make a play, Wrigley Hamrick. Almost had himself a pick for the 2nd straight week there.
He's been in the right area for a couple other opportunities tonight. I'd be surprised if we leave tonight without seeing an interception, if not from Wrigley, from someone else on this Baldwin secondary, because they've done a really good job in keeping these Trojan wide receivers under wraps.
Gerard, who Baldwin's kind of fighting with for the 6 or the 7 seed to see who gets the higher seed. They are up 14-0 at Anderson County, so they're expected to win that game, but it is good for Baldwin if they don't win by a lot, and Baldwin does win by a lot. So
that's really cool. I believe that was all the seniors right there.
Yep. At least some of them. There's 14 of them on the team. They had 11 of them right there walking off the field together. Baldwin took a timeout. That's their first timeout. Cool moment there. Once again, don't forget to check out the Clinton Lake Escape. It's brought to you by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. It's a 14-acre property near Clinton Lake. It features 3-bed, 3-bath, a home with rustic charm, a fireplace, and an unfinished walkout basement. You can enjoy a mix of open space and wooded seclusion with abundant wildlife. So give them a call, 785-821-2666, or you can go online at HaydenOutdoors.com. Schedule a tour or find out more information. Your serene country retreat awaits. Fourth down and a mile. Osawatomie looks like they're going to punt this thing away. Landry Quick is actually back to receive. They do get it away. Lewis, the punter, the lefty, actually that was Tucker Flory, 2-5, not 1-5.
Bringing up some other Baldwin news. We talked about it off air. The commitment of Leo Schoenberg on the basketball side of things. University of Concordia NAIA program, I believe, out of Nebraska. Congratulations to him.
Absolutely. King Leo announcing where he will take his talents next year.
King Leo, the homecoming king.
That's right. We're going to have some fun with that come basketball season, so stay tuned.
There's a few good names for him. You got King Leo, you got Pope Leo.
With 9:10 remaining, Baldwin takes over after forcing a punt from their own 42-yard line. Creighton Frost, they'll feed their big back, and he rumbles ahead for an 8-yard gain on first down.
Good run, showing the burst, untouched at the line, showing what he can do in the open field. Gets off quick at that line, not quite able to get the first down there, setting up 2nd and 2.
Eudora up 26-0 on Paola at the half. 2nd down and 2 from the 50. Bad snap. Alford going to have to jump on this thing. He gathers it in, and he's going to get wrapped up. And he never actually hit the ground, but whistle blew. Flanagan gave him a little extra action.
Yeah, that's just a bang-bang play. I don't think they really ever stopped his forward momentum there, but
yeah, whistle blew it dead anyways, but it's an unfortunate loss there after a good 8-yard gain on first down. They lose 13 on 2nd down and make it 3rd and 15. Hayden is up 21-0 on Jeff West. Jeff West actually a pretty good team this year, so keeping that thing fairly close. Tonganoxie tied with Ottawa 7-7 at the half. That's a good game.
That's a good game, man.
Dead ball false start penalty. Delay a game actually. So make it 11 on Baldwin. That's a new season high. Not that anyone's counting. getting sick on me, Jackson? A lot of sniffles coming over there.
It's all these allergies.
Yeah, okay.
Remember
Better be.
In Santa Fe Trail, we saw they were combining wheat in the background. That's pretty tough on my allergies, I'm not going to lie.
No harvest wheat fields out in California?
No, usually it's fruits and vegetables.
Alford looking deep over the middle. He looked like he had an open receiver, but no miscommunication. Ball's incomplete on 3rd down and long, so set up a 4th down, probably a punt here from Baldwin.
It's really nice where I'm from. They got strawberry fields pretty much right along major roads, so you could just pull off on the highway to one of the strawberry fields, and they'll sell you buckets of fresh strawberry. Oh, man, those were the best.
Back in punt formation is Max Harvey. He has done a great job punting the football and gets away a very high punt this time. It'll bounce down around the 45. Osawatomie dangerously staying around that thing. It'll end up around the 34-yard line for the Trojans, and that is where they will start their next drive. Nice job forcing a 3 and out, although a penalty and a bad snap kind of put Baldwin behind the chains.
It's been the story of the season so far, especially in those losses that we've had, just kind of killing our own momentum, shooting ourselves in the foot. Talked about before this game, in the last 3 weeks, we had 24 penalties, and with the 11 we have today, that's 35. I know that's something I'm sure Coach Melcher has been kind of putting it on him about in these recent weeks. It's going to be hard to go from one extreme to the other in just a 1 week difference as we're looking into playoff football, but definitely something that, you know, Coach Melcher is going to want to get under wraps on both sides of the ball.
7:11 left here in the 3rd quarter. Osawatomie will start this possession from their 34. They'll come up with that tight formation. Almost looks like the old wishbone formation. Flex bone, if you will. Another quarterback sneak action.
Browning with the carry for Osawatomie.
Seen a lot of new numbers out there.
Yeah.
7, Braxton Heck.
Gain of 2.
And then you got Miles Massey. He hasn't really seen the defensive side of the ball much this year.
Yeah, we're going to have some subs filtering in here. So bear with us as they'll hand it off to Fields going left side. He's running hard with the football. It's a good gain, about 5, maybe 6 yards. Going to set up a 3rd and short.
Dylan Van Horn getting some snaps.
Gain of 6.
Talked about he had a really good game.
Yeah.
Substituting in for the absent Carson Shannon last week, 5 tackles.
See Jet Root out there. The freshman has made an impact this year, both the offensive and defensive lines. Injury timeout here for one of the Trojans. Give me a chance to remind you that Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company right here in Baldwin City. They service many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools, Rice Precision provides a great work environment that offers excellent pay and competitive benefits. It's the perfect place to start your next career. You can find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com. I didn't catch who the injured Trojan was, but it looked like they
got up on his own.
Yeah, got up to their feet, made it off, so that's good to see. 6:30 left here in the 3rd quarter and counting. We'll have running clock in the 4th quarter. Give it off on a handoff going left side. I think that's Colton Smith. He's got the 1st down, so a 3rd down conversion there. Only the 2nd of the game for Osawatomie.
Is that Colton Smith on the carry?
I believe it was 22, yeah.
Made a good play. Tucker Flory had a one-on-one tackle, went low, tried to hurdle over Flory. Looks like he clipped him, though, but not before the Trojans were able to convert their first 3rd down of the night.
Fresh set of downs from their own 45-yard line. Once again, they'll hand it off, coming to right side. A couple of Bulldogs in there on the stop after a gain of a couple of yards. It's Dylan Van Horn, also Jet Rude in on the stop. Once again, that was Smith on the carry.
Van Horn this season on the defensive side of the ball it's been a real spark plug. You know, when he's in the basketball program in the winters, it's kind of his thing. He brings the energy when he comes into the game, and it's no different here on the football field.
Handed off left side, Ben Fields. He's doing a good job running hard here tonight. He maybe got a couple of yards, drug some defenders with him. Wyatt Hale, Jr., checking into the game on that defensive line for Jet Rude on this third down play, 3rd and 6. Split backfield, they'll hand it off to Smith, coming near side. He gets caught from behind and drugged down for a loss. It's a nice play coming from the backside. That was Ty Daly.
Yeah,
He's been a force all year long on that defensive line.
That nose tackle position right in the center of that defensive line, setting the tone. In every game this year, setting the physicality.
So 4th down now. They look like they're going to go for it. Osawatomie on a 4th and 7. Tried it one time in the first half, didn't convert. Browning now looking to scramble around. He's not going to get there. Only a gain of 3, and that's not going to be enough for a first down, so a turnover on downs.
Dylan Van Horn again, first to the ball, and whenever he's on the field, you seem to notice him, and that's in a good way. He flies around the field, gets his nose to the ball pretty well from that kind of edge rusher, second level defender area.
Baldwin going to take over from right around midfield. We'll call it the 49-yard line. We're held to a 3-and-out on their last possession. Looks like the starter's still out there. They'll send Rude in motion left to right across the formation. Alford takes the snap, fake handoff. They'll throw it quickly left side. Miles Massey has the completion. He is running hard, breaking tackles out to the 35-yard line, and a fresh set of downs for Baldwin.
Showing some moves there, pushing the defender off and go with that right arm, getting a nice gain and a first down.
Baldwin still working on some things, throwing the football. Alford now checking out of the game as Landry Quick comes in. We'll see some Wildcat action. Wild Hawk action. It's that week if you're a KU or a K-State fan. We don't like to say the Wildcat word up here.
I was thinking of Iowa and the Hawks, but you know, I'll give you the KU.
There you go. Oh, Frost running hard. He gets Bulldog to the ground by Flanagan.
On the carry for the Bulldogs.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw 15 show off the arm. In the pre-games, he takes some snaps and throws to the receivers during warm-up, and he's got a pretty good arm, especially down the sideline.
Couple of backup linemen checking in now. Dodge Douglas, the 6'2", 235-pound junior. Bentley Serigny, 5'10", 225-pound sophomore. Got some other guys filtering in here as Landry Quick takes the snap, goes right side, has a nice hole and a nice gain. A first down and inside the red zone down to the 15-yard line.
And some of Quick's best runs throughout the year have been when he's patient behind that line of scrimmage and just kind of waits for the offensive line to get their dirty work done early and to find the gaps. Within a couple seconds after he's committed to the run, he does a really good job of searching for the holes, and then once he finds one, he's quick to it. They're showing the quick speed for a first down.
A.J. LaRue checks into the game, a wide out. Quick takes the snap. They'll hand it off left side, and a nice gain that time by Wrigley Hamrick. Inside the 10-yard line. Baldwin 2 of 2 so far on red zone trips. This is their third of the game.
As this game drags on and the lead possibly stretches out towards the end of the game, and definitely expect to see a lot of number 12 on the offensive side of the ball. Here comes number 20. This will be the first time we've seen Dylan Van Horn on the offensive side of the ball. We have him listed as a tight end. We'll be playing that Shannon column role there at the end of the line.
A couple of wideouts, a wing. They'll send that wing in motion. That's Dylan Van Horn. Hand it off up the middle. Wrigley Hamrick close to the first down marker. I'm not sure he had it. I mean, it's really not really a wildcat with Landry out there. It's more of, like you were saying, he's kind of the backup quarterback as well, so maybe just kind of telling
primarily
Bryce,
a run offense.
Yeah.
But he could flash the arm.
Bryce's night might be done. It's going to be a third down and less than a yard here for Baldwin from the 6-yard line.
Tice Ingeman coming in for Wrigley Hammer. Probably see him line up in the backfield.
Sure is. A line up to the right of Quick. Take the snap, quarterback power right side. A nice cut by Landry. He's looking for the goal line, reaches across it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baldwin.
Landry Quick, that Wildcat offense, hybrid offense, I guess we saw him flash that position last week against Bishop Ward. He kind of ran this no-huddle hybrid type of offense with him in there for about 5 or 6 plays, and it proved to work pretty well. This week they're bringing it back out. They get another touchdown out of it.
Running clock is already going on as it's 30 seconds left. Brower's on for the extra point. That was too low that time. Osawatomie, did they get a hand on that, or was that just a miss kick?
Snap. There was a lot going on that play. They had 2 Trojans in the backfield and a high snap.
So 48-0, Baldwin with the lead. I think we're going to run down to the end of the third quarter. So we'll flip sides and play the final quarter out. Baldwin having some fun tonight on senior night. Looking forward to a home playoff game next week. We'll be back with more Bulldog football presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate on the other side.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street, or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back here, start of the fourth quarter, 48-0. Baldwin is up on top. Palmer will take this one from just ahead of his 20-yard line, looking to make a couple of men miss. Still up. Baldwin trying to corral him now around the 30-yard line. Able to do so. That was a 6-play touchdown drive. It went 51 yards. It was capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run from Landry Quick. That is, you see here, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And actually 4 games in a row.
I'm pretty sure it's 4 from 4 weeks.
Yeah. So once again, the running clock will be in effect here in the fourth quarter. Be a pretty quick moving fourth quarter. Osawatomie will start from their own 30-yard line. We'll see a lot of different guys for Baldwin. We'll try to point those out to you. See Sam Gunther out there. Defensive backfield, 5'6" sophomore. Dead ball and a timeout taken by Osawatomie. It's their first charge timeout, and we will take it with them. Be back with more Bulldog football on the other side.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home builds and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
Out of the timeout taken by Osawatomie, both teams now have 2 left. Trojans take the snap. Browning dropping back to pass, looking deep over the middle. He's got a man there. And a completion to Ben Fields out of the backfield. Gets him out past midfield and into Baldwin territory at the 40-yard line. That is a nice play there from Osawatomie.
Looked like some miscommunication, trying to sort it out in that Baldwin secondary. Really nice throw from Browning, just placed it right where it needed to be in between 3 Baldwin defenders. Ben Fields, a nice concentration catch and able to get some extra yards out of it.
Also out there, Knox Holloman. He's a 5'10 freshman playing linebacker. Browning getting chased off the spot. Scrambles around, maybe got a yard. This big number 53, Ridge Kellerman, another one of the seniors, chasing him down from the backside. Maybe a gain of a yard on first down.
Yeah, this is a really good opportunity for Coach Melcher. I know we're kind of looking ahead already to the playoffs next week, but you're a first-year head coach. You kind of want to see what you got going into next year as well. You're not looking too far ahead, but just to give yourself an idea. This is a good opportunity for those underclassmen to get some snaps in, get some film.
Oh, coming off the edge that time and picked off an interception. Browning was hit in the back and coming away with that interception. Is that Knox Holloman?
85.
85. I thought it was 45. I'm sorry. That's Logan Kessinger. The 5'11 sophomore. That is a heck of a play.
That's awesome.
I think that was Ridge Kellerman again coming on the backside that gave some pressure. It was one of those D linemen there.
Oh, Kessinger, great. Could have happened to a better kid. He tore his ACL last year during a sub-varsity game. He was going to come out for basketball, but of course with the knee injury he wasn't able to. But he was a manager for us last year. He was great at that. We're excited to have him back in the program this year, this time hopefully as a player, making a great play there.
New quarterback, a freshman, number 13, as he hands it off on his first play. Cooper Bradley, the 5'5 freshman.
Really good run.
Yeah, I didn't catch a number on that run.
He's coming off the field right now. Tice
Engelman, yep. Sure is. Number 30, he's another freshman. A lot of freshmen going to get some time here, and that was a 9-yard gain on first down. It's Cooper Bradley once again in the shotgun formation, takes the snap. He'll hand it off, and that time going nowhere, dropped in the backfield. That was 34, Sam Gunther, 5'6 sophomore.
Some miscommunication up front. You're bound to see that when you're getting some of the younger guys in there, allowing a free rusher to stop Gunther, and it looks like Tice Engelman's coming right back in for him.
Gunnar Nye also running on, number 32, another freshman. Hand off, Engelman once again looking for the first down marker. Got close to it, maybe got a yard short. So it looks like fourth down coming up and short for Baldwin.
Nice patient run there from the freshman, trying to go off tackle. Great play by the Trojan DN, kind of able to corral him while he was also being blocked to get him down right before the first down. 4th and 1 for your Dogs.
See where they go here. Got a wing and a tight end, 2 wideouts on the far side. We'll see if they let the freshman Bradley throw it. They'll hand it off once again, running hard, getting first down yardage.
Gunther.
Yep. Sam Gunther, sophomore. Well, converting on a 4th down is Baldwin. First time here tonight.
Braxton Heck checking in. We've seen him taking some snaps on the defensive side of the ball, now coming in on the offensive side. See where he'll be lining up. He'll be bottom of your screen here. Slot bottom of your screen.
It's also Gunnar Nye down here. Not much there, maybe a loss of a yard on first down.
I will say one thing about this Trojan team, as tough as a season that they've had on paper, they continue to play. They haven't really let up throughout the game. They've kept their nose to it. They've played hard down in the trenches. Obviously, you got Brownie on the offensive side of the ball, still making plays late into the game.
That's a good point. I mean, we're all just being honest. It's not a whole lot of fun when you're a winless team and you just got beat by 70 the week before. There's a good run for a first down and a fresh set of downs.
Gunther.
That's Gunther again. Keep feeding him.
Sam Gunther on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a good point for Osawatomie, though. I mean, it's a program that is in a rebuilding phase. We've talked about they don't have any seniors on the team this year. They got a couple upperclassmen, but it's just good to see them back out playing some varsity football again after not being able to have a team last year.
Yeah, it always stinks to see opportunity taken from kids.
Yeah, exactly. Handed off once again. Was that
Tice
Engelman?
Yes.
Tice Engelman carrying the ball for the Bulldogs.
Fast kid. He's got good track speed. He was one of the faster kids on the middle school track team last year. Maybe someone to definitely keep your eyes on over the next 4 years coming out of the backfield. I think he probably projects more as a wideout with that speed and that frame. And he's definitely one to watch over the next couple of years.
Approaching 4 minutes left here in the game. Baldwin been pounding the football on the ground. Once again, they'll hand it off to Gunther. Maybe got another yard. It's going to set up a third down, about 7 yards. This is what good programs do, though. You get up big in a game, and then late in the fourth quarter, you can get your youngsters in there, get them some varsity experience, and then it just kind of keeps building every year.
Yeah. Giving those kids the opportunity. And,
yeah.
You know, it feels good to be on that field. But I played varsity minutes this year. You know, regardless of the situation, you still earned your spot. You earned your opportunity to get on the field.
Under the lights on a Friday night, there's nothing better than that as they'll hand it off. Braxton Heck on the jet sweep, made a couple of guys miss there, stepped through a tackle, and he's got a first down.
Really nice play there by the sophomore.
Third down conversion on third and long.
He's trying to kick it into another gear in open space. Shoestring tackle ultimately stops him, but not before he's able to get a new set of chains for Baldwin on the Trojan 20-yard line. Referees stop and play to get somebody off the field, or maybe a timeout.
Looks like, oh yeah, there's an injured Trojan that's making his way off the field on the far side. He was able to walk off under his own power, but they'll take a look at him out there. With 2:56 left in this game. Coming down to an end. Looking forward to next week, though. We will have the seeding finalized, I'm sure, in a few days here as all the results come in tonight. And Baldwin going to find out who's coming here to play in the first round of the playoffs next Friday night. Same place, same time. Hand it off once again. Not much doing that time.
And I'm pumped for next week.
Engelman.
I'm pumped for next week. I hope the weather's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I know at the beginning of the year we were kind of praying for that football weather, that chilly.
Yeah, I know.
This might be a little bit too extreme.
A little too on the nose here tonight.
Right. But we talked about it. It's the first time in about 7 years, 5 or 7 years, kind of in that range, that Baldwin is going to be hosting a playoff game here at
2020
Stadium.
was the last time they did. They won that game. I think it was against Jeff West. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, first time in 5 years. First time since 2017 they've had at least 5 wins in a season, as they're going to move to 5-3 and a very good regular season. Looking for 6 wins next week. They got 6 wins back in 2017.
And I don't think we bring up enough how good of a job Coach Melcher has done with this team, from coming into last year. You're 1-7, the one being the forfeit to Osawatomie last year. And then to be able to come into the program as the head coach, he was in the program for a couple of years.
Look at this.
before.
Bradley pulls it on the quarterback keeper going left side. He gets out close to first down yardage.
Good play there by the freshman. But Melcher has done a really good job, not just turning the results around, but turning the culture around there in the football program after a rough couple years.
Things definitely looking up right now for the Bulldogs and the Baldwin football program.
And it's not just Melcher. You got Bakura, you got Coach Peacock down there.
Yep, Flick.
Coach Flick, yeah, you got a few more. But it's something that it takes a village, and Baldwin's done a really good job of exemplifying that. And the proof is in the pudding. The results show this year what a turnaround in the culture can do.
Handed it off to Engelman again, and he might have a first down on 4th down. See where they spot it, and it is. They'll give him the first down, so another 4th down conversion for Baldwin on this long drive. That is now 13 plays on this drive as they're trying to salt this game away, and that's going to do it, as less time on the game clock than the play clock. So this game's going to end 48-0 in favor of Baldwin. A big win on senior night in week number 8, and that concludes the regular season. And they are guaranteed now to have a winning season in football, and that is big time for this program. So let's take a timeout. We'll be back with our Hometown Construction post-game show. We'll also hand out our Player of the Game award. So don't go anywhere. Be right back after this.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to building your dream home, quality matters. For residential or commercial, Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry brings precision, passion, and Baldwin City pride to every project. They specialize in complete home builds and custom cabinetry to help your dream space become a reality. For a free quote, call 785-248-0698 and follow them on Facebook to check out their latest projects. Jetmore Construction and Cabinetry. Built local, built right, built for Baldwin City.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Back here in Baldwin, this game has gone final. The Bulldogs win it 48-0 over the Osawatomie Trojans. They improved to 5-3 on the year. Osawatomie finishes out the year 0-8. It is time now for post-game show brought to you by Hometown Construction. They're bringing trust back to the roofing and exterior businesses. No more corner cutting, just real craftsmanship and real-world experience for the most lasting results. Call Hometown Construction today for your free estimate and experience the breath of fresh air that they bring. Hometown Construction, where hometown service meets peace of mind. Time now to hand out our Farm Bureau Financial Services Player of the Game, and quite honestly, we couldn't just choose one. It was a great game for a lot of Bulldogs out there. I'm going to give it to the senior class, all 14 of them. Ethan Williams made some nice plays, had a touchdown. Casey Hamrick had a good game. Carson Shannon scored a touchdown. So did Jackson Rude. Ian Bryan was out there making plays defensively. Braden Hirschman, another one of those seniors. Homer Rice has done a great job kicking off all year. Brendan O'Connor is big bad Brendan O'Connor on the defensive side of the ball, and also a right guard. He made some heck of a block a couple of times. I was watching him. Good performance for him. Ridge Kellerman got in there late. Tucker Bradley, the center, has done a great job all year long. Hunter Barnhart made some excellent plays defensively, also on each side of the line, really. Hunter Jatala has been tremendous at right tackle all year long, as has Jake Stavanis at left tackle, and then Colton Collum made some plays tonight as well. And all 14 of those seniors have meant so much to this Baldwin program and this Baldwin team, so just wanted to give a shout out to each one of them here tonight on senior night, as it was a fun night for Baldwin, winning at 48-0. Our player of the game is brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, insurance and investments, wealth management, and financial planning. Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. So Baldwin in the second half only had 4 drives, and 2 of those 4 went for touchdowns. There was a 50-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Rude, a 6-yard touchdown run by Landry Quick, and 1 extra point was missed by Browers, and that put us at 48-0, and then finished it off with a long 13-play drive before the end of the game there. And so very good performance offensively in the second half for Baldwin, and then defensively they forced a punt, a turnover on downs, and then Kessinger had an interception. That was a big play, and good for him. Good for a lot of these Bulldogs that got out and saw some playing time here tonight. So a fun night. Baldwin wins it 48-0. For my partner Jackson Rude, I'm Ryan Hilmer saying good night from Liston Stadium. We will be back here next week for a playoff game, as we'll get all his seating sorted out in the next couple of days, and you'll be able to find out if you go to Keisha's website who Baldwin will be hosting here next week. Same time, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 is when the pregame show will start. We hope to see you then on Baldwin Sports Live. Good night, everyone.
From the gridiron to the hard court, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com.